Okay. All right, thanks for coming to meditation today. Today I'm going to be guiding a practice designed to cultivate equanimity. Now, this is very similar to the loving kindness practice that I've offered several times here and recorded as well. And that will be offering up phrases. But these phrases are designed, again, to cultivate equanimity, whereas the loving kindness phrases are very open and warm type phrases. The equanimity phrases are very balancing, very seeing, like that. So loving kindness is kind of opening and embracing. Equanimity is more like seeing, like that. And so it's structured in the same way as well. We'll start by bringing awareness and attention to the breath and the body, going through the body like that. And then we'll offer up these equanimity phrases, much in the same way. So offering the phrases as if we were offering something very, very precious. And we start with ourselves, offering equanimity to ourselves, and then with somebody who we're very fond of, then to somebody who we don't really know that well, and then to somebody who we don't really like all that much. Now, for the person that you don't really like all that much, you don't have to pick somebody who's really wronged you. It's fine to pick somebody who, just gives you the creeps, gives you the EBGBs at work, or, makes you feel a little bit off each time you encounter them. So make sure you use somebody whose feelings that you're quite clear about, or you're clear about your feelings towards that person, but not somebody who you really feel a lot of anger or upset about. And then we'll come back to the breath and body at the end, allowing any visualizations that have arisen to dissolve, and just resting in the experience of equanimity. Now, if there's not this, lightning bolt experience of equanimity that just crashes through your system, that's okay. That's actually quite normal. This practice does take some time to develop, but today we're really just planting the seeds of equanimity, and if you continue this practice, those seeds will be there. And good thing, the practice will be recorded for all of you to access once the practice is done today. So you can continue on your own. Okay. Shall we jump in the water? Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'll ring the bell and I'll guide us into silence. So allowing the body to rest. You can let any tension or stress that's held in the body go. Just rest. And allowing the mind and heart to rest. You can let any concerns or thoughts of the day past go. Just rest. And as you breathe in and breathe out, bring awareness and attention to the nose. And just rest. And experience any sensation which may arise from the nose as you breathe in and breathe out. There might be a warm or a moist sensation. You might notice the temperature slightly different in one nostril over the other, or perhaps you're breathing in more air through one nostril over the other. And allowing awareness to expand to include the back of the throat, noticing the air touching the back of the throat, perhaps a dry or tingling sensation there, or perhaps just noticing the temperature changing from cooler to warmer. Allowing awareness to expand again to include the rib cage expanding and contracting with each breath. Noticing any sensations that might occur with the rising and falling of the chest, perhaps clothing moving to adjust with that motion. Noticing the shoulders rising and falling with each breath. You might notice the back moving out slightly as you inhale and in as you exhale. Noticing the abdomen rising and falling with each breath. And breathing in and breathing out, you might also notice the body straightening up just slightly on the in-breath and leaning forward slightly on the out-breath. Breathing in and breathing out, allowing awareness to expand to include the sensations of clothing against the shoulders. Noticing the back against the chair. Noticing the arms against the body, the hands touching each other or resting against the legs. The weight of the body in the cushion or the chair. Clothing against the legs. The feet against the mat or the floor. You might also notice the gentle breeze brushing against the skin or the hair. Breathing in and breathing out, allowing awareness to include the soundtrack of the present moment. The sound of the bird songs, the sound of the geckos, the sound of the fan, the silent space, the silent stillness, which surrounds the present moment. And we'll just rest right there for a few moments. If you find that you're distracted by your thinking, you can label the thoughts thinking, letting the thoughts go and returning back to the present moment experience. Breath and body, silence and sound. And just rest. Now, while maintaining awareness on the sensations of the breath and body, the silence and sounds, allow a visualization of yourself to arise in your mind's eye. And if you can, see yourself in front of you, either yourself as a present day you or yourself from a past age, that's fine. And if visualization is difficult for you, you can just try to get a feel for your own heart, your own presence. and offering the phrases of equanimity to yourself, really imagining what your life would look like if each of these phrases were completely true for your life circumstances. May I be free from preference and prejudice. May I experience things just as they are. May I experience the world knowing me just as I am. May I see into whatever arises. We'll go through the phrases again, offering these phrases to yourself as if you are offering something very, very precious. May I be free from preference and prejudice. May I experience things just as they are. May I experience the world knowing me just as I am. May I see into whatever arises. And each time we go through the phrases, pay close attention to any openings in the heart or body you might experience, or any resistances that might arise. Don't try to change the openings or resistances, but just take note of how and where they arise. And breathing in and breathing out, allow the visualization in your mind's eye to grow, to include somebody for whom you have good feelings towards, somebody who you care about, a very close friend or a family member, a loved one. If you can see this person in your mind's eye, that's good. Using that visualization. If that's difficult, just saying this person's name a few times, getting a feel for this person's presence. And we'll offer the phrases of equanimity to our close friend, our loved one, imagining what their life might be like if these phrases were completely true for their life. May you be free from preference and prejudice. May you experience things just as they are. May you experience the world knowing you just as you are. May you see into whatever arises. May you be free from preference and prejudice. May you experience things just as they are. May you experience the world knowing you just as you are. May you see into whatever arises. And now breathing in and breathing out, maintaining awareness on the sensations of the breath and body, silence and sound, holding the visualization of yourself and your loved one. Allow your awareness to expand again, the visualization to expand again, to include somebody you don't know that well. Could be somebody who you've seen around but never had a conversation with. Somebody at the grocery store, or just somebody you've seen in passing. And include this person in this visualization in your mind's eye, if you can. If not, just try to get a feel for this person. That's fine too. And say to this group of people, as if you were offering something very precious to their heart, may you all be free from preference and prejudice. May we all experience things just as they are. May we all experience the world knowing us just as we are. May we all see into whatever arises. And again, imagining if these phrases were completely true for these people and yourself, life circumstances. May we all be free from preference and prejudice. May we experience things just as they are. May we experience the world knowing us just as we are. May we see into whatever arises. And breathing in and breathing out, maintaining awareness on the breath and body, the sounds and silence. Holding in your mind's eye yourself, your loved one, the stranger, and allowing the visualization in your mind's eye to expand to include somebody who you don't like very much. Somebody for whom you might have had a bit of struggle with. It doesn't have to be somebody who really crossed you or wronged you. Try to see this person in your mind's eye, next to yourself, your loved one, the stranger. Try to see them as clearly as you can, and if visualization is difficult, just saying this person's name a few times, getting a feel for this person's presence, that's fine. And say to this group of people, may you all be free from preference and prejudice. May we all experience things just as they are. May we all experience the world knowing us just as we are. May we see into whatever arises. Again, offering these phrases to yourself, to your loved one, to the stranger, to the perceived enemy, as if you were offering something very precious into their heart, into their life. Imagining what their life might look like if these phrases were completely true. May we be free from preference and prejudice. May we experience things just as they are. May we experience the world knowing us just as we are. May we see into whatever arises. And again, contemplating or just noting any resistances that may have arisen, any openings. And as you breathe in and breathe out, bringing awareness and attention back to the breath, you can allow the visualizations to dissolve. If you wish, you can allow the sound of the rain to wash away the visualization. That's good. Bringing awareness and attention to the breath, the nose, the back of the throat, the rib cage expanding and contracting, the rising and falling of the abdomen, the back moving out and in slightly with each breath, the shoulders rising and falling. And as you breathe in and breathe out, including in awareness the sensations of clothing against the skin, the weight of the body in the chair, the sensations of the arms against the body, the hands against the body or touching each other. The sensations of the feet against the mat, or touching the floor. And allowing awareness to expand, to include the sound of the rain, the sound of the crickets, the occasional bird song in the distance. And while resting in this silent space, we can contemplate the phrase, all beings want happiness and want to avoid suffering. Recognizing that that is the human condition and the uniting factor of all human beings. All beings want happiness and want to avoid suffering. And just rest with that. Breathing in and breathing out.